Hey, it's Anthony from Semi-Informatic here, and today we're going to take a look at Let It Die. So, I've been playing this game a whole lot, and I have just reached level 20, which is, well, actually level 19 technically. I've got the elevator up to level 19, and I can run right into level 20 if I want. But I just thought that we would take a look at the game now, rather than showing you what happens early on in the game, because there's plenty of videos of what happens early on, but the game changes the further you get into it. It gets a little bit grindy, so I just thought that I would show you what that's like. So, this guy here sells you your weapons and armor, and you bring blueprints back to him, and he makes stuff. So I queued some stuff up to be made last night, maybe? Yeah, I did. I was upgrading my machete, which is the current weapon that I'm pursuing. Now, I haven't got any stuff on me because I sold it all because it was all banged up from the last trip I took up into the Tower of Barbs. So what we're going to do, see that number above the door there means this is being upgraded. We're going to check on our people, because I send them off on expeditions. And we'll see what they brought back. So, I'm not really expecting them to win. It doesn't really matter, they bring back the same amount of stuff. So, we've just got to go through all of it and say, hey, this is what you got, this is what happened. Oh, that was successful, wasn't it? I like how she encountered him on a floor I haven't even been to yet, which is 22. Alright, so everyone has... so I can't use my reward box because it's full, so I can't send them back out on another expedition. So let's deal with that first. So this is where all of your login rewards and things like that go. So I'm just going to take out all of the stuff they brought back. I'm going to leave the money mostly. And I'll probably sell most of this stuff unless it's good stuff. I'm keeping those weird looking fish because they're my kind of, I guess, almost highest level health restore item at the moment. You can only keep 50 items in this box. And so if you're sending a bunch of people off on an expedition every day, it gets full real quick. Alright, there we go. So that's all the items there. I've left the money and the splithium, I guess kill coins and splithium if you want to use the correct game terminology. The thing I really don't like about this game, well actually I really like this game to start off with, but the thing I don't like is the loading screens when you do just about anything. So I'm going to sell all these, or most of them. Usually what I do is I keep 3 of those weird looking fish, and I don't even have 3, so I guess I'm keeping 2. This is probably going to get me about 2,000 kill coins up in the top right hand corner. I need about 12,000 to kit this character out the way I want, so we're going to be digging into our savings. But that means we can send people off on expeditions again. So I'm basically looking to send them to high floors. Now, they say you shouldn't send people on expeditions when they're fully armoured, because if you're just looking for items, there's no point in making it a pain in the ass for other people. But I haven't got around to unequipping all of her stuff, so I guess off she goes. Have fun. She doesn't win very often, so I don't think I'm causing that much trouble. So I'm picking floor 18 here, sending this dude off completely naked. The idea is that the other person beats him and I get my stuff, and we both move on with our lives. So this is pretty much, well not pretty much what you're going to do, but this will form a large part of your mid-game Let It Die experience, is checking what people brought back from their expeditions, selling it, and then sending them off again. And then accidentally clicking select instead of expedition, and then having to wait for them to come out and then swap them over with the other person because you didn't want to select them, you wanted to send them on an expedition. And that's how these things go. I am one spot off fully upgrading my fighter storage as well. That's what those numbers were at the start, so if you think this takes a long time now, it's going to take even longer once I get that storage made. I always thought that guy looks weird. His haircut looks like the Rock, like the Attitude Era Rock. Not the Rock now, because he doesn't have much hair now. That famous picture of him leaning on the concrete block with his little haircut, wearing a bum bag and height of fashion. Alright, we've almost come to the end. I know I've sent some of these people to duplicate people. That's fine. They'll just queue up. I'm just waiting for them to get beaten and come back with stuff. Because we need stuff. Alright. So. Let's get some money. Let's show you the storage first. So this is where I'm storing all my stuff. You can see I've got some mushrooms that I like to keep. Occasionally Uncle Death will send me golden creatures like these ones, which I keep for special occasions. And then it's just like trade goods all the way down. Now, I like the fact that you can use kill coins, which is their paid currency, to unlock storage. I have quite a lot against free-to-play games, but I don't mind it if they give you the ability to permanently upgrade something. We're just going to dip into our savings here so we can outfit this person. So being able to upgrade things like storage slots, I like. Means it's sort of a more permanent thing. I probably grabbed too much money there, but that's okay. Alright, so now we have to figure out what we're going to do. So just to quickly go over everything else, this lady sells mushrooms. You can tell that by the way she's dancing with the weird umbrella.
For you, fellow believer.
And she'll allow you, by mushrooms I mean skilled decals, and you can buy these things and attach them to yourself. I mean, I've got space to put decals on, and these glowy ones are like, it's a random chance and you have to spend 50,000 kill coins to get one. It's this buy premium decals. For this character I've been sending in to fight other players' sort of battlegrounds, and I don't want her losing decals. So this is where we go and fight other players. We break into their waiting rooms and we steal stuff. So a fight ended, and I did some things, so I get some rewards. They get sent to the reward box. I'm not really going to go off and fight anyone. Maybe after we go up into the Tower of Barbs. Just to show you what it's like. So let's buy some stuff. I've mostly been using this hat because it has the most defense on it. Although I'm still trying to figure out things like those percentage stats in the middle. This is the other thing. Every time you buy something, it has to go to the server and check to make that item unavailable for a little while, and it's annoying. What to do? Been picking the steel tribe body as well. Although that's weak against bullets, and there's a lot of people with bullets in this area, so maybe that was a bad choice. We've already spent the money, we'll just have to live with it. You're probably thinking that my money isn't going down that far. Well, you haven't seen weapons yet. Weapons are expensive. Again, wait for the server to update. And they break easily. So what I've been going with mostly is the jungle machete. and then I'm out of money. I need to buy more stuff. So let's go and get some more money. Either that or we just take the jungle machete and everything is on-site procurement. Let's do that. So let's equip all of this stuff. There we go. Actually, I don't think I've ever bought that top before. Oh, well, we'll see how we go. Now, I've only got 2 healing items, so I'm going to grab a third. Even if it's just so I free up some of the space in this storage chest. I've got a lot of healing items in there. So we've got to figure out where we're going to go. So off onto the right is the map of the Tower of Barbs. So I reckon this group of 3 here, and to a lesser extent this group here, we start at Karga, which has a boss in it, and then we try to work our way back down and see what's there. Oh, actually, I'm going to need some money because I haven't used any of my free passes yet to get free lift access. So let's do that. I've also got the sound muted on my TV so it doesn't come through the microphone, so if I miss things that are obvious, it's because being able to hear is a bit of a big part of this game. Hearing what's coming up around the corner. I should just plug my headphones into my TV, shouldn't I? I don't know if this TV can take headphones. This is also because this character, this dude levels you up. She's like 2 upgrades off maxing out and me being able to level another character. So we'll probably hope to get that while we're there. So what did we say? Karga. Karga, yeah. So this will be sort of what you mostly do, is that you log on and you figure out what's next. And for me, what's next is fleshing out the sort of 11 to 20 Tower of Barbs map. There's a pretty big roadblock at like 14, 15 in regards to just getting through the levels and getting up to a point where you can unlock another elevator. And I've reached 20 now, so I'm going to start working my way back down and figure out what's about. You know, this video has already been quite long and we haven't done much at all, so this is meant to show you that it gets a little bit grindy, a little bit time intensive later on in the game. Let's make sure we got our weapon equipped. So we got to find the staircase that goes down. I'm going to head this way and see. Oh, is this it already? Well, that was good, wasn't it? No, that's the wrong one. Usagaya, which goes down to this one here. Alright, well, life wasn't meant to be easy, was it? I wonder if we can sneak up on that one. No, not now. Why is the screen shaking? Try to avoid combat where I can. Or not, well, not really avoid, but avoid using my weapons. Now there's guys down here. There's always guys down here. This guy's got a sniper rifle, and those guys are hard to kill, because they end up murdering you. I'm hoping he drops it actually, because I haven't bought a ranged weapon into the tower today. See, there's one of them. There'll be more. Nope, didn't drop anything. Fantastic. Just trying to get to a point where they can see me. Come on. Trying to get you out of there. Usually in this area there's a hater as well, which is another player who has died on this level. Like there, that's it. That is a hater. Oh, I should really lock on, shouldn't I? So yeah, that cost us a little bit of health, probably a little bit of weapon durability. I've already got enough stuff to level up. I'm just gonna eat this frog. That's how you gain health, is like animals. I'm gonna take this axe, even though I'm not really keen on using it, because the problem I had last time was that... oh, okay, sure. I was gonna buy a longsword, actually. Was that I ran out of melee weapons just as I got to 19. I had to do the last part of 19 with my fists, which was great. That was fun. Okay, something happened in there. I reckon the hater killed somebody. Alright, so now we have to try to figure out where we think the downstairs will be. Let's try this way. This is upstairs to Tata, and it's locked. So obviously that goes up there. Alright, well that's good. We're rapidly getting rid of these options. Hello, what are you? Rosewood? I don't think I've got rosewood yet. This is a crafting material. All of your weapons after a certain point are crafted. And you will often run up against parts of a level where you just have to grind until your equipment's good enough. Which is what I've had to do of late. So I'm constantly grabbing whatever crafting material I can get my hand... Oh, okay. What these guys are called? They're not haters. Anyway, they're enemies. They're actually tough enemies. They're like the Mark III version of a weaker enemy. There's another person around here. Hello. Notice that my backdrop move is not quite strong enough to completely knock him over. You know what? I reckon it's up the top. There's a blueprint there, but I've already got that one. This up the top area is annoying as hell, because you end up on fire. Alright. I think I've got quite a bit of MDF, so I'm not going to bother with that. He, typical, didn't leave me his gun, just left me his a stupid mushroom that I... Oh, hello! That was bad. See, I kind of want to get across without having to deal with the fire, but I haven't figured out a way to do it yet. It's a decoy mushroom. Let's eat our snail. Get some health back. So yeah, no matter what happens... Oh no, I got through it. I actually didn't even know you could jump over fire, so there you go. Now I know the other way leads to the boss of this area. I'm hoping, yep, this one leads down. Alright, well, this will be fun. These are new, they were added in the last patch. You can send items back to the Tower of Barbs if you spend, like, real money currency. Sorry, send items back to your waiting room. Oh, I've got an elevator. I'm not sure it's connected to anything, though. One thing I think I should be doing more in this game is using blocking, but I tend to just try to juke out of the way and get them when they miss. Oh. I've got Dark Souls. So this is another player who died on this level. Yeah, you know what? More melee weapons are always a good thing. This is probably the only, it's the only ranged weapon I've got in this run. Oh dear. Where'd you come from? I should really stop and do those like fancy kills, but honestly, who can be bothered? Is someone going to come out of this and attack me? No, I got money. It's kind of a crapshoot as to what happens with those things. Yeah, this actually looks real similar to a level I've already been through. Oh, I hate these things. They are so annoying. One of them, bad guy. Hello. Oh, I'm trying to get it to come over. I'm real surprised those other two didn't turn around. But this guy with the sniper rifle is the bigger threat, I think. Make sure that you're taken care of, because those things hurt. Oh, we got a sniper rifle out of it. Just gonna swap over to some of our other weapons to save our machete. Alright. Oh, there's another one. Hi. I really don't like this weapon because it's just a bit too slow, but I don't have much choice. Well, I've got choice. I could use the sword, I guess, but I like swords, so I'm going to save that for something special. I know some of you are saying you should cook your food, but honestly, if this character fails, I'm just going to try to muster up enough kill coins to actually rescue it. I think I've got enough. I'm not sure. This is a high level character. I've never had to rescue a character this high level before. Alright, so that goes down to one of those other levels. I might just keep that in mind for now. Let's see what else we got. Pretty sure that's not where we came in. Alright, so this is the elevator. But I think it needs to be connected to one of these other floors first. This looks pretty. Look at all the colours. Where are the people who ritualistically murder me? I'm sure there'll be one around the corner here. Now this looks like, yeah, this is a fucking trap. You got these whole, see, well, what's going to happen is that I'll walk over there and then that thing will go up and then someone will come out and try to kill me. I'm going to swap to the sword for this. No. I'm going to eat Mr. Rat. Come on, pick him up. And this is the rest of the video where you watch me try to catch a rat and eat it. It's like the start of Shaun of the Dead. I'm not sure I want to deal with... I mean, sure, why not? No? We got a blueprint we already got. There's another one of these rooms further down that has a gold case in it, which I was very tempted to kick last time I played, but I said no, that's it. We are stopping here to... the aim of that one was to open up the elevators to at least level 19, so the last thing I needed was to take a bunch of damage from a combat. And that's what you'll find as you keep playing, is that you tend to go in with goals and you might just ignore things that you would have otherwise done earlier on in the game because the cost is too high. Although if you're a really good player, then I guess there's no cost. We're just going to check out what is over here. This is the only way we haven't been yet. They're not hiding anything behind there? No. Alright, so there's another way down, which is good. Let's pick one. So we don't know where either of them go. We might come back up and take the other one, just as a sort of mapping it out type deal. I wonder if they both go down there. I keep thinking life's going to get easier because I'm going down in the tower rather than up, but then again these are still reasonably high levels for me. Alright. Alright, so I know which one's faster. I tend to prefer fast weapons that I can use to interrupt attacks, so this axe is not a good fit for me, but does a bit of damage. Alright, great. So these snails are poisonous. You can get around them by either shooting them or throwing another sort of animal item at them. So let's just shoot this one. And I know this is a huge waste of ammunition, but I just want him out of the way. Oh fuck, I hate those things. Not the right weapon to be fighting them with, because they're fast. It's gonna take the hey, if I eat the snail I can take the rest of them with me, because it's given me a little bit of resistance to their poison. I just got to get them all. Where the hell are... Oh, great. Okay. So there's another way to do this. If I just... Oh, well, I ate that one, which I didn't mean to do, but that's okay, because I needed to eat it. I needed food. I don't know what that thing is. Part of me says to shoot it, another part of me says don't waste your expensive... Oh, so we've got the apparently we're being forced to pick up the aluminium scraps. We've got the stamp machine for this level here.
3, 2.
Which is going to be great because I can't hear anything. I've got the game muted. I need to do a little bit of Project Diva or DDR or Amplitude, depending on where you come from. We collect these stamps, and there's stamp machines hidden around the game. Alright. Oh, forgot this one. I'm not really interested in... I mean, I wonder, can we can target it, so something's going to happen. I'm tempted just to shoot it and see what happens. Okay. What is it? A honeycomb. Oh, So that's a new healing item. I haven't seen that one before. Interesting. Alright, well, let's see how we're going. Working our way through. If we missed any... No, it's been pretty much straight through. Huh. Wonder if we can do these guys with a shotgun if we just get close enough to them. Although that's part of the problem, is that you can't get close enough to them. Apparently it turns out you can. This must be terribly boring for you all. It's like, I deal with snails for... I have to be quiet because that's the this level's hater up there. He's only level 48 though. You got poisoned. I'm gonna eat this one because our poison is starting, or our poison resistance is starting to run out. What's he got? A crossbow. Not really interested in a crossbow. Is this one of those maps where it's just linear? I think it might be. Yeah, I was fully expecting more poison. Can't really do much about the ones on the walls, I don't think. That's it for that shotgun. We got some healing items this level, or this time. Let's get rid of that shotgun, so it's not taking up room. Jesus Christ. Just... snails as far as the eye can see. Never sure I can do anything about that one. Oh, I can, look at that. Alright, well this is obviously the snail level. Even though there's a rat. There's one we missed. Another honeycomb up there. I'm kind of starting to run out of inventory space, so... but I at least know now to keep an eye out for them. Anything up around here? Just that. Can't get up on the roof there. Alright, what have we got here? More snails? Oh, they're our way down. So, let's go down. Gradually filling out this map. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Oh really, does this just not go anywhere? Or do we just need to discover it first? So this is just a little side area that... Alright, well let's see how we do. A little side area where we can collect snails. This looks familiar. I like machetes. Oh god, come on. Come out of your little hole and fight me. Oh, there's a few of you. Oh god. Oh, oh Jesus. Oh, come on. Oh, now we're on fire. Roll, roll, roll. I don't even know if rolling works, I just do it. Oh, now we can eat some of this shit that we've found. Because we're going to need it. That was a monumental failure. I knew there were guys down here, I'm just not smart enough to work. I figured if I brought them into this area I could fight them slowly. Obviously not the case. Oh yeah, that's right. Come here. You have to knock the scorpions out before you pick them up. Like that. And then you can eat them. Yeah, nothing good in here. I mean, there's all this, like, material used to craft stuff, but I think I've got enough wire mountains back at my base. That's what they seem to be. Oh, hi. We're just gonna have a punch out, are we? Oh, off to the side. No! Oh, died. You know what? If I look on the other monitor, I can see myself die again. This is new, so you're allowed to continue for free once per day. Without paying for it, so let's just hit yes. I'm not sure what happens. Do we just get brought back to life? Revenge! Alright. Let's not do that again. And we broke our pants. What worries me is we are now a long way from... where does this go? Takeyoka? That's not, is that even on the... That's not even on the thing. Takoya. You know, I did Japanese for a couple of years. I should be able to pronounce this stuff. Or do we just go back up to the... Oh no, that's Takoya. Right. Oh, is this going to be locked? We're not going to be able to get through. Oh, well, at least we're mapping it out. It's going to be a long video. And that is the point I'm trying to make with this, is that as you get further up in the Tower of Barbs, it takes longer and longer for you to get anything done. Pretty soon I'm going to be completely naked. And that's going to be bad. Hi. At least it's the hater out of the way for this level. Oh, you've got a sniper rifle. I don't want to fight you. Come over here and use it. Now, if you heard that through the microphone, Uncle Death is happy with my kill. I don't like these things, so let's just take care of it. Just because you never know when they're going to start shooting. Alright. Come on, do your thing. Yep. You wait for them to drop into the ground and then you hit them. That's how you take care of them. Alright. He's going to eat this crush room, not because I want the benefit, but just because it'll heal me a little bit. Well, I don't actually have any pants at the moment, so sure. I'm quite happy to start dressing myself in whatever I can find. Well, that was quick. And here is... Oh no, we can actually open it. Excellent. I love their loading screens in this game. Ideally we want to get back to Karga so we can use the lifts, but I think it's a bit of a hike back to the lift from there. We've already used our free continue, so it's going to be a tough one. At least we've still got the map from last time. So we want to go up. So we're heading straight ahead and to the right. Okay. Oh crap. At least he left me alone for a little while. My problem there was that I ran too quickly. I was gonna fist him to death. Yeah, I ran for too long and I used up all of my stamina. Actually, I might take your knife. Okay, let's move on to this machete. So you got a gun. Oh, Jesus. Out of your range, because you hurt. And we're going to rush you when you come too close. Like that. Just a minute. Can't fight anymore. I love how all of this happened and this other person just sort of sat there and went, oh, I don't know what's going on. A lot of noise. Alright. Kinda wanted their gun, kinda didn't get it. So up and to the right. We miss anything? No. No. And also, you know, kind of at the point now where my equipment is degraded enough where I'm looking just to get out rather than... Another gore-tastic attack.
Nice one.
A little bit of commentary from Uncle Death there. Let's go with the sword. Alright, who survived? Oh, see how much damage that does? I hate those things. Time to eat some more snails. Alright, what'd we get? Another knife. Not really interested in knives. Oh yeah, so this is the right way. Hopefully we get there without any... Yep, no, we're good. Karga? That says Karga. I remember enough hiragana to figure that out. Or is it katakana? Katakana. Alright, we just got to get to the elevators. That's it. Huh. Oh yeah, that's right. This shit. Somebody... Oh yeah, they're shooting at me. Let me counter that. Let's eat our bug. Oh, I hate jumping over fire in this game. 'Cause oh, and now I have to fight while I'm on fire. Lucky he's only level 12. Or oh, he's not. Oh, I'm dead again. So now I'm actually in trouble. Now I can use a death medal to resurrect, or I can just say no and pay for my death.
See you next time.
So let's go back. You know what? I realize I've sent everybody else out on missions, so there's nobody left to resurrect me. I have to call somebody back. We got close. It's actually the first death I've had in a couple of days. I can't wait to see how hideously expensive this is. So here's my person, 29,000. I don't think, no, I definitely don't have that much money. So let's call somebody back. Let's call... Let's call this one back. And she'll just go and get the money, and we'll bring the other person back. The other person had a lot of money on them, so... You know, we might end up cash neutral, we might lose a little bit of money. Dip into our emergency stash. So there's 10. Oop. And there's 14. And that should be 29,000. Yep. Now sometimes I try to take out the smaller denominations first so that it just makes more room in this thing, but I don't think I would have reached 29,000 from that. Now I could just delete this fighter and start again, but it's taken me 3 days to level them, so not really keen on that. She's back. And she had 21,000 on her, so really it only cost us 9,000 if you don't count the fact that we lost all of our cash. Because we spent it on bringing them back. Alright, she's back. Right, well I think we'll leave it there. This has been Let It Die, the harder levels. And honestly I'm at the midpoint, so it might get even harder. This has been Anthony for